something that isn't shown in any movie, but it's kind of important to talk about. Chucky and Tiffany hide Tiffany's discarded human body somewhere so that Jesse doesn't come into the trailer and discover her body. This works to their advantage much later on, but we'll get to it. After finding Tiffany's note, Jesse makes an unexpected stop to pick up his girlfriend and Jay, who plans to run away and get married, which Tiffany finds romantic, but Chucky finds sick. They watch as Jay's uncle, who lost more than is trying to find drugs in Jesse's back. So Tiffany creates a trap using nails and an airbag designed to kill more on the quick to investigate the vehicle. They hide the keys under the knife before Jesse and Jay get back. They must have been able to hoist them out there due to the performance, I don't know. When Jesse and Jay get back, they stay in an RV that's around 2 minutes to try to get to their destination without breaking the place. That immediately gets pulled over by another cop, who's black suit officer. As he searches the vehicle, Tiffany kicks him in the head and prevents him from climbing into his body, but as a result, he does find the drug that will plastic bag. One is that Dirk on track and Dirk gets her out of prison, Chucky's arm gets lighter, and she launches with the light. Jesse speeds away from the scene, which Tiffany refers to as Chucky still knowing how to show a girl a good time. Once again, all logic about the compatibility of their relationship goes out the window for her. She sees Chucky do what he does best. The two dolls giggle as Jesse and Jay bicker about what just actually happened. They stop at a small chapel in Niagara Falls to tie the knot, and Tiffany shares her long-time dream of getting married, which actually causes Chucky to stop and actually gives her a real apology. I guess being back on the run from the law with her reminds him of their younger days and struck a chord with him. Every time blood spills, they seem to get a little bit closer. To add to the romance, Warren, who is somehow still alive, pops up in the back of the van and Chucky stabs him in the back to finish the job. That night they all stay in Huntington Suite Hotel in Niagara, where another couple barges into Jesse and Jay's room, and Tiffany notices the woman steals Jesse's wall. Obviously, this woman doesn't get any dolls at all, and so Tiffany ends up being the only one who is happy, and it enrages her. I'm guessing Tiffany is not suddenly taking some kind of moral high ground, and that this is more about trying to make sure that their journey is not interrupted. Into their room, and hurls their champagne bottle with a mirror on the ceiling, causing it to shatter and slice them apart on the way down. The first example of Tiffany's very impressive throwing. Chucky is absolutely brilliant. After realizing she has one peanut butter function for years, she decides to test another. Chucky believes that she doesn't need to use a rubber because she's all rubber, despite the fact that she's made of plastic, so the two brush it off and continue their instant mode. This moment would have dire consequences. Tiffany becomes pregnant, and because the two dolls are being fertilized by the power of voodoo, this is a brutal pregnancy, which means everything is accelerated and only takes a couple of days. Despite that, they don't realize that they just later that night, they come up with a plan to transfer their souls into Jesse and Jay's body once they've realized the animal. The next morning, they have to make a quick exit when the maid discovers the bodies of the other honeymoon couple, and Jesse and Jay are surprised by the appearance of their friend David, who shows up to help with the newfound suspicion is being caused by the murder of Dolph. When David accidentally finds the arm in the back, he grabs the chief's gun and snaps the table over to the patent top right next to Jesse's van in a photo. These chasing circumstances forces Chucky and Tiffany to make himself known by pulling out guns to their own. I have no idea how they obtain and take the 3 human hostages. This frightens David so much that he backs himself into oncoming traffic, so Tiffany gives Jesse the order to... After getting away, they steal an RV from an older couple by shooting them in the head so that they won't be recognized on the road. Tiffany ties up Jade and gives presumably preparing for the moment that she leaves Zing to Jade's body. She also makes some small cookies in the oven for her new husband, but quickly becomes enraged when Chucky makes comments about the dishes not being cooked. Jade and Jesse different arms, he kind of turns Tiffany and Chucky against each other. Jade edges Tiffany to retaliate after feeling underappreciated, and this starts a huge fight, with fist throwing, bickering, and insulting Chucky's manager. Jade uses the distraction and kicks Tiffany into the oven, and the RV crashes into his head. Right in the cemetery where they meet again. Tiffany begins taking inside the oven, increasing her rate of shooting her. She busts out and attacks Jade, biting her in the ear before Jesse grabs her and throws her out the window. She's unable to get to her gun before and he takes her as a hostage to counter Chucky with Jade at gun. They come up to the grave plot of Charleston Ray, where the exhumation is currently in progress. When Jesse and Tiffany get there, Chucky has recovered the ashes. The two make an exchange. Jade will go back to Jesse in exchange for Tiffany to get something is different about her consideration after that. Chucky treats her well. Jade falls to Jesse's arms, but Chucky lets Tiffany fall to the ground. stabs her in the chest, but she at least creates enough of a distraction for Jesse to knock Chuck down into the open grave, where he's ultimately killed in the waterfall. After the dust settles, the lead detective on the Jesse and Jane case discovers Tiffany's charred remains, and she's freed to life with the very last of her energy to give birth to a child. The source gives out, in a way, fulfilling her mother's promise that love would set them free. It's not known exactly how, but Chucky and Tiffany's doll bodies end up in the hands of a human rather than in another evidence box. Tiffany's body is still never discovered. She remains dead for another 5 years until March 18, 2004. The doll has been which Tiffany helped Chucky to see the man pretending to be during a break, so Tiffany and Fox with their child was his fish. They finally tracked them down, searching around on the back of the bed, which brings both Chucky and Tiffany to life with the result of Tiffany's motherly issues and she asked what the parents thought of it. She called him the same name that she had given to Jesse when she was hitting him. Maybe this is not that big of a deal, but I do find it a little bit odd. Time and time again, we show no separation between romantic love and motherly love. Here again, her husband, and but we've got a lot to cover before we get to the end of that. And I'm not saying it's weird for couples to use that name. I don't do that, although it is great. But it's more the way that Tiffany does it, in addition to her other relationships, that makes me feel that this is just another example of Tiffany's pulling something. Before she makes filling them in on where they are, the animatronic effect artist comes in to work out Tiffany and gives a shot behind the picture of the find real story. Chucky causes the length of string around the neck, and Tiffany helps his daughter as she taps it. And the dad overwhelms the two of them with cash. And all that drama is not the end of their interrupted by the sound of they never did get around to gender reveal. They're both killed by Tiffany. Still, when they go to check out for themselves, Tiffany has no character. Tiffany wants a child to be a girl, while Chucky wants a daughter. Plan, and Tiffany goes with Splenda. Pictures of Splenda by 1960s strong film Splenda. So it's Splenda after the long. The gender disagreement with the source how to continue the child for 3 months. Argue again further, and they're interrupted by Hollywood expert Jennifer Tilly, who is using this room as a secret snack food. Tiffany is starstruck upon seeing her idol. Perhaps because Tilly was an inspiration to her because she looks and sounds just like Tiffany did when she had a movie star. Jennifer Tilly soon realizes the decapitated head on the ground is no movie star, and the movie gets shut down to let the crime scene procedures begin. The frenzy of paparazzi provides a distraction for Tiffany and her boys to sneak out and stow themselves away in Jennifer Tilly's limo. Tiffany is dazzled by the sights in the Hollywood sunset, and it seems to incite her to develop a new plan to be a part of that SoCal stardom by transferring her soul into Jennifer Tilly's body, and for Chucky to take over the body of rapper/movie producer Redman so that they can be the most powerful couple in Hollywood. However, that leaves Glenn still needing a body, and Tiffany doesn't want this pregnancy. Glenn can knock out Jennifer before the ritual, using her as what she calls a surrogate mother, and with the rest of us all I think sometimes Tiffany was used to sexualize the idea to distract her from how horrible they are. But earlier on, as they put their child to themselves, they ask the question of their non-discussion. Chucky wants his kid to to have broken her vow in front of him, an event that he doesn't really know how to process. The next morning, March 20th, Chucky isn't watching the execution of Mark's head when they hear finally little fighting. Jennifer calls her assistant to vent about the theory. Christy joins in on the call. This sets her off because of their demand not to kill anyone to set a good example for their child. A huge argument ensues.